So today we had a very interesting day. I wanted to take the MT-09 out. We had previously to this, and I made a video of how to do it. It's relatively easy to do. Lowered the front forks to their maximum amount that Yamaha has machined into the front forks, and it was relatively easy to do. But I wanted to take a nice gentle ride, get a few miles on the bike, even on these roads were a little slippery early. I wanted to just feel out the handling, because this is a subjective personal thing, if you like it or you don't like it. Well, and there's no way to really measure it unless you're on a racetrack. So, but what I did want to do is just feel the handling of the bike. So the objective was to get about 100 miles, various turns and speeds in the areas that we're familiar with. And we have to get on the open road super early today. We have to be back early, and it's supposed to be a really nice day. So getting out early, getting back early works. Karen's got a lot of stuff planned for this afternoon, and tonight we have our family coming over for a cookout. So the best of all worlds, a great ride, a great cookout, and an MT-09. Since this basically is going to be a test ride day, I really want the bike to be nice and clean. We'll try to do a lot of photos today if we can, and because the weather looks promising, try to get a nice extra long ride in. Okay guys, okay, you want to ride your MT-09, you got to put fuel in it. So this is the harvest from the garden today, and to be honest, we have been really getting some, you look at the size of a human hand, some nice pickles. We made our own pickles, cucumbers of course, and just everything is just coming out great. We had a couple of big eggplants, but we had one thing. I want to share this in 1 second, because you can't believe this unless you see it. There's Karen named him Zucchini Zilla. Look at the size of that thing. What happened, it was growing between the two plants and I didn't see it. So it obviously stayed a little bit longer before we harvested them, and well, what can I say?
Zucchini bread.
Zucchini bread coming up soon. Bread and butter pickles, and we actually have given some to our neighbors. They loved them. And in one day, Chris ate the whole jar and came back and said, "You got any more of those pickles?" We're going to give her a Zucchini Zilla here pretty soon. Okay, it's time to go test those forks out. We'll find out how that's going to play out. Should be a fun day. Now the lower forks have worked well on the 400, and I'm not so sure on the R1 I want to go back and revisit that. Well, we'll see. You know what happened to me many times is I'd make a change to the bike, and usually it's in the handlebar area, or make the control change, and everything feels good for 1 ride, 2 rides, and about 3 rides into it I say, I liked it better the way it was. But again, we're going to really give this our best shot. And thank you, Bob, for giving us, sharing the information. And again, thanks, Bob, for sharing. And thank you to all the people on YouTube that share this kind of information. And it's something you might want to try. And of course, the good news is, it doesn't work out for you or your riding style or for whatever. You just put it back. Enjoy this kind of testing, because everything you do, you can make these subtle little changes. It's very subtle, A lot of people wouldn't even know it if you went up and did that to their bike. But there'll be certain times when you will see the difference or feel the difference. And it's always worth trying because you can always put it back. All of these type of mods, you just have to go back and forth and accumulate mileage and figure out if you like it or not. And again, if we were on a track, we could do lap times, but this is kind of, you just have to ride the bike, push it a little bit, and see if you like it. And my initial impression is it's a very subtle change. It's something most riders wouldn't even notice, but somebody that's very tuned into the way the bike handles will notice. And boy, did we ever pick a good day for this. Holy mackerel. But I know it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter as the day goes by. There's no doubt about that. I don't know, every time I look at the bike it kind of grows on me. It's kind of it's a hard thing to explain. As I have the bike longer and longer, I like it more and more. And we can't really stay out too late. Tonight is the big barbecue night. We're really looking forward to having a great barbecue with the kids. So one thing Bob told me is when he did this mod to the Ninja, he was getting the wear pattern further out onto the tire. Now I'm trying to picture where this is right now. It's about 1/4 of an inch after the last bar. You're certainly not going to get to the edge of the tire. That's unrealistic. But let's see how that works out. You'll know by the end of the day. And those are Michelin 5s, by the way. So I am gathering data on this, and it's just something I need to have several test days before I make any adjustments at all, but no major change to the handling. Now I was trying to get a good variety of roads and turns and speeds and everything to see how I'm liking these lowered forks, and to be honest, it's a slight change, but it's definitely a change. And one of the things, you feel like the bars are a little bit lower because they are. There's not many roads up in this area where it's not fun to ride. And they got so much new paving. Lots of new paving everywhere. Now that little feeling of the bars being a little bit lower on this bike doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't have clip-ons where you're hunched over anyway. And it may even feel a little better though. And some beautifully landscaped homes. Karen and I actually ride around here looking for landscaping ideas at one time. And always low traffic. That's always the key here. Low traffic area. That's what I like. I don't want to see any cars in my field of vision. Well, so far so good. We're getting some mileage on this. And the only way I'm going to know if I like it or not is just accumulate some mileage. And a big mistake is to try to make that decision too soon. I'll definitely give it plenty of time. And all along this ride, we just go from one nice road, one nice panorama, nice landscaping. And today, just the cherry on a Sunday, a beautiful day. And boy, you just couldn't pick a better day for testing. It just turned out to be a heavenly day. I hope the weather holds up for our barbecue tonight. We've been monitoring the wear on that Michelin 5 rear. So far, so good. But time will tell when we get a couple more thousand miles on it. So nice and quiet up here, you can hear the geese or birds or whatever they are, crickets. Just a beautiful place to ride, northern New Jersey. And of course for me, the cherry on the sundae with this bike was adding a quick shifter. I have just come to love. I wish I had that on all my bikes. So is my coffee ready, baby? How about that big zucchini? Did you cook them yet? Stacy's gonna take it. Zucchini-zilla. So I hope you did enjoy the video and our Zucchini-zilla. Zucchinis as big as motorcycle seats. So here's my conclusions after day one. And I've been careful about doing this, and I wanted to show this. I'm not sure how much more of the front tire we're using, but it looks like maybe we are, but we really haven't been riding that hard anyway, so you know, I'm not sure. Yeah, we're definitely past the second bar there where we weren't this morning. So I don't know. And Bob seems to think that his tire almost goes right to the edge. I don't know, of course it's a different bike. So I don't know. But we got a lot to learn, but the biggest thing on a day like today, one test day, you don't want to make a conclusion. What you want to do is come home and think about it, because if we're not happy for some reason, we'll go halfway. We'll interpolate that, and that'll be a good way to do it. But anyway, hey, we got so many things to do here. Karen's looking to have this cookout tonight, and I am too. Big cookout coming soon. We got to get the bike put away. We got a lot of stuff to do to get ready. So tonight we're going to have our first cookout of the year with the family. They're coming over with the puppy, the 32-pound puppy. I've got to replace, well, I've got to get rid of all of these old cushions, and that's not as quick of a job as you think. They've served us well. We've got them 12 years already, but it's time for an upgrade. Are you happy the way they look? They look beautiful. So we have, now all I've got to do, I got to do the 2 lounge chairs too. We have gotten so many years out of this stuff. Can't complain at all. But it is time for an upgrade. So we already have some company here. We have our resident rabbit as we're putting cushions in. I guess he's coming to the cookout tonight. Hey, they really do look nice, Kara. I'm really impressed. Nice upgrade. Oh, we're real happy the way that played out. Now I got to do the lounge chairs. Yeah, we really like these. This is really going to be... we wanted to get some pictures of it before the family gets here and before the puppy gets here. So this really played out well. We have all the new cushions on. We're just waiting for the family to get here and start grilling. Oh, the family arrives right on time. We're ready to eat. I'm hungry. That puppy was 8 pounds when we got him. That was about 8 months ago. He's not 8 pounds anymore. He's turned into a wonderful pet for the family, and Miles loves him. And he's really a wild man. That's what I like about him. He is just the coolest of dogs. He fits into our family perfectly. Oh, it's the conehead. Oh, no. Don't beat me up. Oh, my God. What's he doing? So part of what's happening here is Rob is going to give me another grilling lesson, and we have our new cushions in, and it looks like a beautiful evening. How comfortable are they? What are we going to, nudist camp here?
Bollywood.
Bollywood. Time to get this stuff cooking. How are we doing over here? Ooh! Oh, those veggies look good. Oh my God, are these good?
So Sputnik V is
from the garden.
Is like one of.
And of course we finished the meal with the homemade cookies. Just something we have plenty of in this family. So it was a good day, a good ride, a good afternoon. Life is good. Hope you did enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. And we do try to post up something every day. Even in the middle of the winter like this, we were freezing out there working on our FDR carburetors. And we try to ride all year long, but obviously we can't ride when the roads are icy. Or when it gets above 120 degrees, we just kind of back down. But believe it or not, we do get a lot of riding in. We wear out a lot of tires, and well, we got a little experience today with the lower forks. We'll add that to our database. As time goes by, I want to do that for another couple rides and then make a decision whether I am going to keep it that way or not. And I want to make a decision if maybe I'll relower the R1 just to see. Maybe I missed the boat the first couple times around. And we post every day, and we will see you tomorrow.